Hello everybody, my name is Sharon George and today I'll be explaining a program to you. So first of all, let's take a look at the question. So that's our question, the second one. You have to write a C++ menu-driven program to find the area and perimeter of different shapes like circle, rectangle, square, cube, triangle using the concept of function overloading. Okay, so everybody knows the formula for area and perimeter of these shapes. The concept is that you have to use function overloading. What is function overloading? Function overloading is that you have to use same name of the function but different parameters, different data type parameters are being passed through those function. It can be, the function name can be same but the parameters should have different data types. So that is function overloading. Let us move on to the program to understand. I've made a program here in code blocks. So that's our program. You begin by including the header file and then the standard library file. Now let us move on to the main thing. I have declared 5 functions with the same name, but you can see that the parameters are different. Either the data type is different or the number of parameters is different. That is the concept of function overloading. Here you can see the first function is void calc float. So this is for the circle. This function has been defined for the circle. Then void calc float comma float. This is for the rectangle, as there will be two parameters passed, length and breadth. Here for circle only radius will be passed, that is why only one float. The next function is for cube, so I have given double here since float is already being given above for circle, so it is double here. Since cube also needs only the side, so only one parameter is passed. Next you can see I have declared a function with four parameters, that is for the triangle. The base, the height and the two sides of the triangle will be passed for the triangle calculation. And then the last one is for the square, and for square also only one side is needed, so only one parameter is passed. Then I have declared an integer variable called choice and a float variable radius L and B. L is the length of the rectangle, B is the breadth of the rectangle, and radius is the radius of the circle, and long base height. Base is the base of the triangle, height of the triangle, and double S1, S2, S. S1 and S2 are the two sides of the triangle, and S is the side of the cube for the cube calculation, and the last one is int side, that is for the side of the square. So you begin with the main. Inside the main I've declared a character variable ch. We'll get to know the purpose later. I have given a do while loop here. As you can see, if I move down, I've given a do while loop here. A do while loop has been given here because I'm doing a menu driven program, so the menu should be displayed at least once irrespective of the choice given by the user, right? So for that I've given a do while loop here. Inside the do while loop I begin by asking the user to insert the choice, and then I've used switch statement here. So I've used 5 cases here. Case 1 is for circle, so it calculates the radius of the circle. The radius of the circle will be entered and the function for the circle will be called. Calc radius is called, and then break. Case 2 is for rectangle and length and breadth will be accepted, and function for rectangle is called calc L comma B. Then case 3, the side of the square is asked, so it will be given as an input by the user, and the function for square is called calc side. Then case 4, for the cube, and the function for cube is called calc S, and the fifth one is for the triangle, and so the base, height and the two sides of the triangle will be given as an input by the user, and the function for triangle is called calc base comma height comma s1 comma s2. And a default statement, if the choice given by the user doesn't match any of these 5 choices, then you have to give display a statement that it is an invalid entry, and you have to display the statement if the user wants to continue or not. And if the user wants to continue, we have declared a ch variable above as told before, character variable. So we'll give inside the while loop a condition that press small y or capital Y anything for continuing the program, or you can give an extra statement here, or else press any other key to exit. Right? So if the user presses any other key, the program will terminate. Okay, so we come out of the main now and we start defining the functions. So the first function is for the circle. So void calc float radius. I've declared two variables of float type here, a comma p. A is for area, p is for perimeter. So you know that area formula is 3.14 into r, 3 pi r square. So we have calculated area, we have calculated perimeter. Perimeter is 2 pi r, and we are just displaying the value of area and perimeter. Next we come on to the function for rectangle, void calc float L, float B. L and B is the length and breadth. I have again declared two variables for area and perimeter. So you know area of rectangle is length into breadth, and perimeter of rectangle is 2 into length plus breadth. So you display the area and perimeter of rectangle. The third function is for square, void calc int side, and again I've declared two variables, a and p, for area and perimeter. And you know that the formula for area is side square, and for formula for perimeter is 4 into side. And the next is for cube, so it is void calc double S. For cube, you know that area is the total surface area for cube. So total surface area for cube is 6s square, 6 into s, and perimeter is 1.732 into s. That is the formula for the perimeter. And the next is void calc double B, double H, double S1, double S2. So B and H is the base and height, and S1 and S2 are the two sides. This all will be given as an input by the user. We have already got the input above. And area is 1 by 2 into base into height, and perimeter will be the sum of all these three sides. So you display the area and perimeter for triangle. That's it. You've defined the function, you've declared the function, you've called the function. Now let's just build and run and try it. Okay, so first we'll go for circle. Enter the radius of the circle. How about 2? So the area of the circle is 12.56 and the perimeter is also 12.56. Since the radius is 2, you are getting the same answer. If you input some other value, you will get different answers. So if I want to continue, yes, now let us check for rectangle. Enter the length and breadth, 1 and 2. So the area is 2 and perimeter is 6. I again want to continue. Now let us check for square. Side of the square, 2. The area of the square is 4 and the perimeter of the square is 8. Now for cube, edge of the cube is 3. So the area of the cube is 54 and perimeter is 5.196. Triangle, enter the base and height and the other two sides. Base is 3, height is 5, and other two sides is 6 and 7. So the area of the triangle is 7.5 and the perimeter of the triangle is 16. So that's it. It's just a simple program. You should know the formulae, and you should know how to declare a function, call a function, and define a function. That's it. I hope you understood the program. Thank you.